And what the hell is that smell? I could have been at a barbecue!
In scripting movies, the directors and writers always have a pattern to follow to communicate a story to their audience. However, there have been situations where actors go off script and say or do things entirely different from how the script should go. Let's see some of these situations. Let's start with Fast and Furious 6, in the barbecue and ending scene of the movie where The Rock said, "You better hide that big-ass forehead," in mockery of Teresa's forehead. It was obvious that Ludacris and the other actors were hearing the line for the first time, as Ludacris spat out his drink in shock and laughter. Laughing in that situation was out of character for Ludacris, and he could not remember what he was supposed to say next.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil.
I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking. Whatever.
In a scene in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, after rhetorically addressing Crabbe and Goyle, in the original script, Draco was supposed to ask Percy a direct question. The question Draco asked Goyle about reading was not included in the original script and was a case of Draco going off script upon temporarily forgetting his line. The question was also totally off topic and was not related to anything at all, but somehow it turned out to be a classic Harry Potter moment.
Time. Why are you wearing glasses?
Reading.
Reading?
In another scene in the movie, Emma Watson was supposed to hug Harry and Ron, but she became too shy while filming to hug Ron, leading her to hug only Harry and only extend her hand to shake Ron. Ron's reaction quickly changed to sadness and disappointment as he was enthusiastic about hugging her. Another movie where the actor went completely off script is the popular Aladdin. Robin Williams, in his role as Genie in Aladdin, improvised many scenes of his appearance, like the one where he said, "You are very punctual," going off script instead of saying beautiful. But as successful as the movie turned out to be, this instance and others of the actor improvising scenes led Aladdin to be rejected for an award nomination.
Very wonderful, magnificent, glorious, punctual.
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 Sorry.
Beautiful.
Nice recovery.
Surely a nice recovery, but things were funnier in the movie Spider-Man: No Way Home. MJ, played by Zendaya, was supposed to throw a candlestick at Spider-Man so he'll prove that he is a superhero, but she threw bread at him instead because she felt it would be funnier in that context. Although she went off script, she attempted to go off script for the second time, but Andrew Garfield, who played one of the Spider-Men, yet to recover from the initial shock, told her not to throw the bread again. Oops, so much for improvising.
The whole not a superhero thing. Why'd you do that?
I was trying to see if you have the tingle thing.
In another scene of the movie, Andrew Garfield, playing Spider-Man, improvised a line when he was standing between the two other Peters. He said, "I love you guys." The others were so shocked that they could only say thank you.
I love you guys. Thank you.
In Spider-Man 2, Gwen yelled, "Peter!" by mistake, and then covered her mouth upon realizing her mistake, as she wasn't supposed to reveal the Spider-Man's identity. Both the yelling and her reaction were off script.
Shut the thing. Sorry, I love you. Don't hate me.
The lineup scene in The Usual Suspects was supposed to be a serious scene, as the actors were to portray displeasure because of their situation. However, one of the actors kept farting and the others could not stop cracking up. In the movie Independence Day, Will Smith kicked the unconscious alien that he was dragging in anger because the salt flats where they shot the scene were smelly and he wasn't aware. Kicking the alien was not scripted and it was totally off topic, but we loved it, didn't we?
And what the hell is that smell? I could have been at a barbecue!
In the movie The Joker, there is a scene where Arthur punches a machine until it falls off to the ground. That part was not in the script, and his action shocked everyone.
I forgot to punch out.
In another scene at the hospital where the Joker was meant to blow up the hospital with the detonator, there was no total explosion at first, and that made him frustrated with the detonator. The frustration he expressed and his other attempt to blow up the hospital was not scripted, but who knows how bad that scene could have gone without that moment. In The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus' line of "You look ridiculous" was not in the original script. However, after seeing Carol dressed up in her soccer mom clothes, something went off in the head of Norman Reedus, and he said what he said.
I start now.
I'm gonna hose you down in your sleep.
You look ridiculous.
Iron Man and the Avengers said something that wasn't in the script. Asking the others if they wanted to eat shawarma was not in the script, and there were whispers that it didn't sit so well with the producers at first.
Tried shawarma. There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
We're not finished yet.
In the legendary movie Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, the actor who played Princess Leia did not like how Han Solo ruined his line and said "I know" to her confession, especially considering they just kissed. In her eyes, he ruined the script.
I love you.
I know.
The actor Ryan Reynolds in some instances goes off script, and one happened in X-Men Origins when he was in an elevator that stopped and he said, "I am stuck in the elevator with 5 guys. A fail? Maybe not."
Great. Stuck in an elevator with 5 guys on a high-protein diet.
Oh, wait.
In the movie Deadpool, Weasel played by Miller rained down on Wade Wilson's identity after he reveals his superhero self, and it is shocking when you realize that those words were improvised.
Wait, Vanessa loves you. She doesn't care what you low. Oh,
Do you like what you see?
no.
Another instance was in Red Notice when he made a statement that made absolutely no sense in a scene with Dwayne Johnson.
But I'll beat her to the punch.
I? What about we?
Why are you wearing the hairnet?
You're bald.
In the movie Guardian of the Galaxy, the Star-Lord's action of raising the middle finger was unintentional, and the part of him apologizing was unscripted. Upon realization that he raised his middle finger, he apologized and admitted a lack of awareness.
Raised from youth by a band of mercenaries called the Ravagers, led by Yondu Udanta.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
In Dark Knights, the Joker grabbed Rachel's head and positioned the knife by her mouth. All that was totally off the script. Rachel was confused and turned her head where the director sat, almost ruining the scene. But since the Joker had gotten the entire thing started, he turned her head back to his preferred position.
Hey, look at me. So I had a wife. She was beautiful.
There are actors that have had to go off script owing to situations they had no control over. One of such is Harrison Ford in the movie Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. He got sick while filming the movie, and instead of fighting sword to sword with the swordsman, Harrison, who played the actor Jones, simply shot the swordsman. Did you enjoy watching that? Now click on your screen to watch the times real criminals were hired to act.